Black is just your normal everything, you know. Like I usually put about 2% chrome, 3% manganese, and about 3 or 4% iron, and that'll give you a black. See? And that's really all the colors you have to deal with, actually. You know, you don't really have to have many more colors because you got your clay color, which will usually be sort of a brown, where you don't put slips. See, and when you drag your brush, let's see, I can explain it. Let's say you have a area of white and then an area of root teal slip, Then if you drag your cobalt brush through that, where the cobalt is through the white, it'll be blue, and where it's through the root teal, it's going to be green, see, because you're depositing that on there, So they mix on the wear as well as mixing in things. So when you start mixing the slips together, when you're painting and so forth, they come up with your different colors. And I blush the work. I blush the work with when I'm spraying, and I'll show you how we do that. Just with an atomizer, either a flip gun, a fly spray, or an atomizer, or an airbrush gun, or something of that nature. And I will, much as you would when you are doing a pastel drawing or something, to make the illusion of three-dimension, how you'll accent the bulbous parts, I do the same thing as I blush spray oxide, just oxides and water, very thin, on the wear. And where I put iron on, it's a dark deep brown. Where I put root teal on, it's sort of that yellowish color. And where I put cobalt on, it's totally black. And where the cobalt goes over the root teal, it's green, see? Same kind of system, And then for the runs, I use any frit really, and I just take some frit before setting the kiln. I put some frit there, and then that'll melt and just run right down there. So I'll show you some good runs on there. And if I want like lumps of glass sort of coming out, I'll put Feldspar on, just dry powdered Feldspar where I want it, and that'll stay as sort of a lump there, a glassy lump, Because some of the pottery forms that I really like, are shigaragi, bizen, eiga. Those forms I really like. And so I like those stars that burn out in the natural feldspars that those clays were made from, So I don't try to imitate that. What do we need? Here we go. Want me to lift on that or what? That's right, belt. Wrong belt. Okay, we'll just bring some claws. We can just do, that's right, we'll just go claws go out and we'll work with that. The difficulty there is that it has a smaller head on it, and we got to put them down with cookies, but that's okay. We'll deal with it, all right? That'll work all right.
The other wheel's on its way.
Okay.
The replacement.
You're so patient here with me, and I really appreciate it. I'm sorry about this business. Into each light, a little rain must fall.
You could always show us that technique you talked about of running around.
Running around?
Yeah,
sure,
yeah.
Sure. I thought that's what we were doing last night. No, cleanliness is good too. All right.
What does manganese do with salt?
Manganese,
Yeah.
browns and blacks, depending on the kind of salt, depending on how much salt. The color in salt depends a lot on how much salt you put in, how high you fire, the temperature range, the kind of salt you put in, the atmosphere in which you fire it in, and the atmosphere in which you cool it, or how you cool it. There's oxidized, reduction, cooling fast, cooling slow. They all affect the color. They all affect the color thing. So, and manganese will be affected by this like anything else. And to tell you the truth, I'm so just sort of haphazard at things. That I'm not really sure what does happen. But I just have confidence that something will. And if the form was sound going in, it takes a lot to wipe it out. You can't ever correct